Influence play.
Running low and slow, that's the Florida way. Moonshine on the swamp, night and day. Uncle Moonshine with his secret brew under the cypress where the fire burns blue.
Hey, everybody. Wow, that was quick. Got one viewer right away. What's up? I don't know who that one viewer is, but hey, welcome in. I'm trying to get it over to where I can see comments and stuff. Mainly come on tonight to talk about. Oh, that one viewer left. Sorry. Robinson, how you doing, brother? Good to see you, bud. Hey, there was talk a couple of weeks ago. I'm trying to bring this up on my page so I can see if there's anybody watching there. And so bear with me, Robinson. But yeah, I wonder. Comment. Here we go. There we go. Hey, Angela, how you doing? Kevin Smith and Brian, welcome in. Anyway, I wanted to talk about the keyboard tonight mainly because it's basically my Friday slash Saturday night. Just started having weekends off again. What a rough week it's been at work. Had to do 8 days straight to before we switched over to having weekends off. Personally, I'd rather work weekends and have weekdays off, but hey, it is what it is. At least I'm off the same days as most normal people. But also, what major thing I wanted to come on tonight was to talk about. We talked about in another live that I did 3 or 4 weeks ago about doing an offshore fishing trip. I posted it earlier on Morgan's Moonshine page about it. Looking for interest on it. If there's not enough interest, I totally get it, understand, but I just want to make sure before I went any further. If you guys are interested and want to partake and participate, reach out to me. I'll put more details out on all the things that are going to take place during that time or whatever, or what to expect, yada, yada, yada. That's the main reason I wanted to come on. I just left Thursday's ladies' night and jumped in and said hello to them, and I want to come over and talk about this. Um, there's a lot to it. I don't mean to scare anybody by any means. By any means. Hey Lance, how you doing, buddy? I haven't seen you in a minute. Good to see you come in here. Good to see you, buddy. Um, but it is. It's an event, and it takes some planning and coercing with each other and getting an exact date, all that stuff. So that's why my big concern is about those that really want to participate and make sure that those that want to participate know everything and every aspect and everything to look forward to and what to look for. I've done a lot of these, and I've done a lot of them. I orchestrated a lot of them through my past employer, who myself and uh, the CEO's secretary and I got together, and we planned these and put them together. It's not that difficult. It's just time consuming and getting everybody on the same day and same page so everybody understands. Number one thing I want to point out is it's called fishing. It's not called catching. Yes, it's a little bit expensive. $300 per person gets a little pricey, but it's an experience. It's a great experience. I'm not going to promise you catch fish. That's why I call it fishing. It's not called catching. I have been on a couple of excursions where I went home without any fish. Twice that happened. I think I've been on a dozen or 14, 12, 13, 14 offshore excursions. There's been twice I came home without fish. But, like I said, it's called fishing. And you go out on a charter. The maximum people on one boat is 6 people on one boat, besides the captain and the first mate. $300 covers the cost of the trip. It's a $1,400 trip, regardless how many people go. You can go by yourself, spend $1,400, and you're good. But break that down between 6 people plus the 20% tip for the first mate, which is I won't go if people disagree with that. I won't go because that first mate works hard for his money. So does the captain. So I've been on a couple that they didn't. Hell no, I'm not going to tip them, and I'll refund your money. Those that do pay for the tip. I've been on a couple where the first mate was drunk on his ass and didn't do shit. So I'm just saying, you're going to come across those. Hey, Vicky. And it happens. Life, Sometimes you get a good captain, sometimes you get a bad one. Sometimes you get a good captain and a bad first mate. More than likely, though, 90% of the time, that does not happen. Usually we all come home, catch a fish. What I like to do is a place there out of Port Canaveral where I like to fish out of, mainly because it's a good location. It's close to Cocoa Beach. If anybody wants to come down for a vacation or whatever, and the wife and kids want to go off and do a Disney thing while the husband goes off and fishes, or the husband and wife both want to go fishing, that's great. But it's a good location, and when we get back, there's a restaurant there called Rusty's Restaurant. It's right there where all the boats leave to go. They dock there, and they go out of there and come back there. But they'll hook it up. The captains hook it up at the restaurant with what you catch for a small fee. That's why it's $300. It comes to a round figure of, for each person, $285 or something like that for each person. That's including the tip. It's $1,400 for the trip. You take 6 people, divide it up, plus the 20% tip, comes like $285. But with a small fee, you pay the restaurant. They'll cook up your catch fresh right off the boat. The first mate cleans it all up for you. You divvy it up between you, and they'll cook it 6 different ways in that restaurant. And I loved it because it's a great experience. It gives you an idea of these different kinds of fish cooked different ways: blackened, fried, grilled, whatever. So I just wanted to get that out there. If you have any questions or concerns, I totally get it. Reach out to me, and I'll answer all the questions that come my way. Be more than happy to do it. I'll tell you, it is an experience. I've been out on boats where people get sick and they don't fish at all. That's on them, and it happens. Hey, Roy, how you doing, buddy? It does. It happens. There's been a couple times I almost got sick, but I didn't. I never have. I don't recommend drinking the night before. I don't. Many people have, and they regretted it later. But some people are more tolerant than others. Just saying. But it's a good time. It really is. It's a really good time. It's experience. Dude, I'll tell you what. There's a couple times I'm landing in some big fish. It's like, oh my God. And it's taking a while to get them in. When you get it in, it's like, damn, you get home, after having it all played up, you put that on your grill, cook it up the way you like it. Oh, man. There's really nothing like it. It is a great experience. If you've never done offshore fishing and you think you want to, yeah, $300 is a little steep. I get it. I totally get it. But I promise you, if you go to Disney, I guarantee you're going to spend more than $300. I promise you. But hey, I just wanted to do this. We talked about it I think it's like 3 weeks ago. I went live like tonight, and there's a bunch of us that talked about doing an offshore excursion. I've been on them. I know some good captains, and they'll put us on fish. I won't guarantee they will. I cannot guarantee it. But they'll do their best because that's what how they get paid. They'll get repeat customers like myself. Because they do just that. They want you to come back. So they're going to put you on fish. Now, if you go out on a party barge, this is a lot cheaper. It's like $50, $60 a person. You're not going to come home with any fish. You'll be lucky if you do. And the mates on the boat, they don't want to work for their money. I've been on a couple of those as well. And it's just a boat ride. It really is. Some people catch fish, not very many. Not very many. I've been on those party barges where there's been 40, 50 people, maybe 10 catch fish. Maybe. Maybe. Those mates don't want to reel it, fish in for you, cook it, or I mean, clean it and get it off, all that stuff. It's just a boat ride. It really is. I've been on the first trip I went on was on a party boat. It was a small group. We had like 12 of us. And it's a funny experience. Um, all of them but me and my two buddies that I worked with that went got sick. They were down below deck getting sick. They didn't want nothing to do with it. They're laying down. Oh, I'm sick. I'm seasick. The captain's not going to go back just because you're sick. He got paid to go out there and fish. He's going to fish. He's not going to turn the boat around and go back to shore just because you're sick. Not going to happen. Just give you a heads up. And you just got to wait it out. You'll live. You won't die. Some people feel like they are, but you're not going to. And but on my first trip, it was a party barge, and everybody but me and my two buddies got sick. And we're the only three fishing. We were catching fish left and right. It was awesome. And the mate didn't mind because it was just the three of us. The captain didn't mind because it was just three of us. I'm going to put these boys on fish. And he did. So it was great. We had a good time. In fact, my good friend of mine, he'd been out before, so he knew kind of how to fish and what to expect and all that. We're fishing off the bottom, catch a snapper and whatnot, little negro and red snapper and whatnot. But he knew if he caught one, if he reeled it up about 10 feet off the bottom, the cobia is going to come along and grab him. And sure enough, it did. Cobia in the water looks like shark. And everybody's, oh, shark, shark. It wasn't. It was a cobia. 60-pound cobia. It was a monster. It took him forever to be able to thing in. We got in, we got to shore, and one of the restaurant owners came down to the docks and saw that he caught that cobia. And he said, hey, I'll tell you what, I'll make a deal with you. He said, I'll pay for your meal. Your meal's comped, all three of you. Whoever you're with, your meal will be comped. All your drinks are comped. If you give me that fish, I'll trade you that one. And we had a bunch of other fish anyway. So my buddy said, hell yeah. So what a great experience for my first time fishing out deep sea fishing. And it was cool. But not all trips are like that. I'm just telling you up front, I don't want somebody to say, I want to go fishing and sign up and actually go out and then be disappointed because they didn't catch fish and say, man, you suck, blah, 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 what I expected. I'm giving you a heads up right now. So that being said, I put it out there. I'm ready to set this up. People that want to go, interested, live and fish. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you're right, Roy. Yeah, absolutely right. Cobia, and they're good eating, though. I'll tell you what, I was surprised how good cobia was. It was good eating. But the owner of that restaurant put it on the menu catch of the day. And it was fresh right out of the ocean, man. It was caught that day. He advertised it that way. He sold the shit out of it. He knew he would. That's why he did what he did. But, I put it out there on my page about this fishing excursion. If you guys are interested, I'm all about it. Let's do it. I think it'd be a great time. We'll turn it into a moonshine offshore excursion. I think it'd be wonderful, man. Bunch of moonshiners getting together, going off doing some deep sea fishing. Come home with some mahi. Mahi is delicious. Oh my God. And they're not that hard to catch either. Mahi is one of the easiest to catch. And once you catch one, you keep him out there, it attracts all these other mahis come around, and you're catching mahi left and right. Cool, Roy. Awesome. Yeah, but anybody that's interested and wants to sign up and give me a solid confirmation, I'll make it happen. I know the captains. There's two captains out there at Canaveral that I know that are great captains. They know the other good captains, bad captains. They'll hook me up. They'll tell, because they know I'm a repeat customer. They're going to hook me up. So, if you guys are into this, and I know people will come back later and watch this video. I know there's not very many viewers right now, but yeah, it's dolphin, but not the dolphins like Flipper, Roy. We don't want to confuse people, Roy. But oh damn. I just wanted to put it out there because I put it out there about this excursion. I want to do it. I'm all for it. I'll arrange everything. But again, I don't want people's expectations to be all this fabulous, glorious shit, and then turn around and you didn't catch anything, and then be pissed off at me because you did. It's called fishing for a reason. I cannot tell you how many times I've gone fishing and didn't come home with anything. It happens a lot. But I guarantee you, a bunch of moonshiners get together on a boat, we're coming home with a buzz. We'll catch something. But yeah, hit me up if you're interested. Let me know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why I put it out there. There's a video attached to the thing that gives a little video of different kinds of fish, sailfish. I did go out on one excursion of the many that I've done, where one of the guys I went with in the group did catch a huge sailfish. And they tagged it, released it. I think he got a check in the mail for doing the release. I think they paid him like $100. So it's kind of cool. It paid for his fishing trip. Back then, it was $200 a head, and my company paid for half of it, so he only paid $100. And then he got a check in the mail from Florida Fish and Wildlife for $100 for releasing that sailfish. So that was pretty cool, right? Plus, he got some awesome pictures holding up this huge ass sailfish. I forget how big it was. Hey, Jackson. That's right. It's fishing, not catching. That's absolutely right, boy. I remind people that all the time. All the time I say that. It's fishing. It's not called catching. If it was catching, everybody in the world would be doing it. I just want to make that clear. You know, people are interested, think they want to do it. You need to know the ins and outs about it. You may get sick on the boat. There may be bad weather. It may get canceled. You may come down to Florida, expect to go on a fishing trip. It's on a certain date. The boat leaves at 7 o'clock sharp. If it's bad weather, captain cancels, it's canceled. It's done. You'll get your money back. Don't get me wrong. If the captain cancels, you're going to get your refund. But you're not going fishing. And I'll tell you another thing. Not all captains, but 99% of them, if you bring a banana on the boat, he's going to kick you off the boat. I promise you. I've seen it happen. Here's a shot to that. But yeah. Anybody that's interested, hit me up. Send me a private message or add it to it. Hey, Jackson. Add to the your Florida Mott too. When I fish the Gulf, yeah, Gulf of America. That's a great place to fish. One of the better places to fish, actually, Roy. I go out of Canaveral. And those that are interested, if you're real interested, you want to catch some tuna, let me know. A little more money because they go further offshore. So they got to get out to the Gulf Stream. I mean, we can go out there and catch yellowfin, but you just tell the captain what you want to catch, and they know where they run and what's what. So they'll go to that direction, and they got all the coordinates and all that shit. So it's a good time, man. There's one time I was disappointed. One time I was pissed off and disappointed. The captain even apologized. We did a big group. We had like 6 boats going out at the same time. And they scrambled and got this one guy kind of the last minute because one of the other captains had to cancel because he had some boat problems. So they grabbed this guy at the last minute. And he was drunk on his ass. And his first mate was still drunk. And he would not bait the fish. He would not put out fresh bait. It sucked. Dude, it sucked. The captain was yelling at him, bait that fucking line, ball. The guy wasn't moving. He's like, fuck you, man. It sucked. There was like 3 out of 6 did not catch fish. It happens. It happens. I can't promise anything. I don't mean to scare anybody or deter anybody away from doing this, but at the same time, I want everybody to know sometimes I think the most we went out with when I was doing it with the company I worked with, the most we went out with was 6 boats. And we did that like 3 times in a row. And they don't stay together. Y'all dock at the same time, y'all leave at the same time and dock at the same time, but you're not out there like this boat's over here. You're not side by side. They go to their own coordinates, and it's a good time. You might run into one or two of them out there and cross a path or whatever. But I'll never forget it. I love doing it, and I hope I keep on doing it. So, if there's 5 of you that want to go with me, shoot me a message. Let's do it. And I'll make it happen. I'll get with these captains, and at least one of them, the one that I really, really liked the most, he would definitely put you on a fish. He wouldn't go home until he did put you on a fish. Hey, Wayne, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. He would not take that boat. It's from 7 to 4. And yes, exactly. Exactly, Roy. You're absolutely right. And this one captain, he would do just that. It'd be a bad day, and 5 of the 6 people out there had already caught fish, but that last one hadn't caught shit. He wouldn't go back at 4 o'clock. It's 7 to 4. He would stay until that last person caught a fish. So yeah, they don't want to disappoint you. They don't want that to happen. Hey, Jordan Wolf. But at the same time, there's others. People are people. It is what it is. I just want to make that clear and let everybody know that's interested in going. Hit me up. Let's do it. But you got to know. I want to emphasize. I can't emphasize it enough. There are good and bad with the good. So you might get sick. It might be bad weather. Who knows? I can't control Mother Nature. I can't control the fish. Just talking about you just the other night, Wayne. I'm going to come see you. I was talking to Richard. And said that I might come down and see you. I might. No, I'm going to. Definitely. I got this stuff from Mellow Moon. He's got this oat apple brandy. This stuff's smooth. I'm impressed. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, good stuff. Just I choke on it. Yeah. Anybody got any questions or anything they want to add to this, or questions about fishing? Yada yada. Oh, I want to say this too. Yeah. I'm okay with the company. Either way, Jackson. I just mainly want to come on and talk about this fishing trip because we talked about it about 3 weeks ago, and I think it's a great idea. In fact, we ought to make it an annual event. In my mind, I think it'd be cool as shit to get some moonshiners come to Florida once a year. The Moonshine Festival. All right, Wayne, that'd be cool, buddy. I'll think about it. We'll see what happens. More likely I end up staying there because we'll be hitting it. So I'm sure that just may very well happen, bud. But I lost my train of thought, Wayne. Damn it. I think it'd be cool to have the Moonshine Festival that Alfredo and I was trying to promote and have happen here in Florida. It didn't go over so good. In fact, it flopped totally. Hey, Frank Thompson. All right, Jackson. I will, buddy. But, dude, I think it'd be cool to just do, instead of doing a festival, just have a bunch of people come down and hang out. And we'll all hang out at a certain hotel, book the hotel, and then head over to, hey, Frank, just talking about this fishing trip, buddy. And Frank, I know you was in on that. We were talking about that. And Jim Rockford, how you doing? Jim Rockford and Gromanson are over watching from YouTube. So if you guys see me making or hear me making comments that you don't see, it's from YouTube. And likewise, YouTube, I'm talking to people that are watching from my group page, Morning Moonshine Thing. But I think it'd be cool as shit, do a once a year thing, man. Just a bunch of moonshiners getting together and going offshore fishing. It'd be awesome. Yeah, dude, it would be a lot of fun. We'll make it if instead of Maggie Valley, maybe we'll do it in September or something where it's not so hot. The mahi mahi are out hot, and cobia are still hot, and one of the big king mackerel. That's another one. That's another one that's going good. They're good eating too. Caught a lot of king mackerel out of Canaveral, cobia, and mahi mahi, dolphin. But yeah, I think it'd be cool as shit. We're gonna do this one time thing, and this first time, and make it happen, and everybody come home with fish and had a good time. I think it'll be a once a year event, and we can make this happen once a year, and we'll call it a moonshine offshore excursion. So hillbillies meet the depths of the ocean. I don't know. We'll figure out a name for it, but that'd be cool as shit, right? I mean, going offshore. Right now, I'm still trying to pay the truck off to get another one. Damn insurance company. And dude, I hear you, man. Yeah, my wife and I just went through something similar there, Frank. I get you, buddy. Sucks, man. I just worked a bunch of shitload of overtime, and I'm looking to work some more. So just to make some things right. And I get it, man. Sucks. Life sucks. So then you go on fishing trips and make it fun. All right, Roy. I'll let you know, buddy. Right now, I'm just reaching out, Roy. I'm posting on Morgan's Moonshine group about this, reaching out to people to see who's interested. I'm trying to figure it out and I want to make it happen, but at the same time, I don't want people saying, yeah, it sounds good to me, it'd be fun, and then last second back out. I want people that are going to commit. I'm not saying that you're not. I'm just saying this has got to be a commitment because I got burned twice. I won't do it again. Where people, yeah, and then at the last minute backed out. And then I ended up having to eat that fee. I had to pay that out of my pocket. But I'm not going to do that again. I hear you, Frank. I just went through all the bills this week, and I'm like, well, fuck. I got a couple of events coming up. I got a bunch of things happening and going on. Then my car kind of fucked up the other day. I was like, fuck, nothing else. Damn, I got all this other shit going on. Yeah, it never happens at a good time, Frank. It never does. It always happens at the worst time, seems like. Sorry. Yeah. But I'd love to make something like that happen. Rather than having a moonshine festival here in Florida, I'd still like to make that happen, don't get me wrong. But we can turn it around and make it into a fishing excursion. Those that up in the mountains and fishing trout and stuff like that never done any offshore fishing, let's go, man. That'd be great. Hang out with hotels and do other excursions as well. Just make a weekend thing out of it. And here's the other thing I want to bring up. Since I said weekend, something I learned, and and Roy can concur to this. When I do plan this, if we make this happen, it's good. I want to do it during the weekday, like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday thing. Because if you do it the weekend, you got every fisherman in the world out there. All of them. They're out there. Everybody's out there fishing. So you go on a Monday or Tuesday, you hear crickets out there. And you're catching fish. And you ain't got to worry about all these other guys around you and getting in your way and all that shit. So that's the way I'm going to plan it. So if you guys plan on coming, let's plan it where it's the day we go out, it's going to be a Monday or Tuesday. Because everybody else is at work. So, just saying. I found it to be better And everything I do, as far as like I go, uh, shit, I can't think of what it is. Oysters, yeah, especially during the summer. Roy's right. Especially during the summer, you got everybody in the world out there. It's crazy. It's, and uh, yeah, it's better to go during a weekday. It really is. In my opinion, bringing a few jars of shine on deep sea fishing trip would make it more fun. Well, it definitely make it interesting, Jack. So I guarantee you that. I usually don't drink until we're on the ride back. It's about an hour out, an hour back. So um, that trip back, I'm hitting it. And then we hit Rusty's restaurant. And like I said earlier, Rusty, they got to deal with all the fishermen. It's a small fee. I forget what it is. It's not much. That they'll take your catch and fry it up or cook it up 6 different ways. And dude, it's awesome. They bring out this big old platter, set in front of your group, and you got all these different fish cooked up different ways. I'm telling you, there's no better way to do it. Hey, Frank, and that's why I like going out to Canaveral because of Rusty's restaurant does that, and the fishermen are in cahoots with them, and they hook all that up. You get back to shore, the first mate's over there cleaning your fish for you, and y'all divvy it up who gets what. And before they clean it up, they put it up on a rack, take pictures. You guys, hang it up, with the fish hanging there on the board for what you caught. And then afterwards, the first mate cleans it all up, and then, okay, what do you guys want to take to the restaurant? Hey, take this, eat, take one thing of each of what we caught. And they cook it up 6 different ways. Man, it's awesome. Blackened, fried, grilled, boiled, you name it. And it's a good experience. It really is. You're just sitting there drinking beers and eating fish and fries. Man, it's a good time, man. Then, if you guys coming from other places, North Carolina, whatever, you come down for a week or for a 4 or 5 day weekend, whatever. You stay at Cocoa Beach. It's real close to the Port Canaveral. And then, you hang out at the beach. It's an hour away from Disney and all the parks and stuff. So you make a whole vacation out of it. Just that one day of fishing. Maybe the wife and kids don't like to fish, or you don't want them to go with you. You just want to be you and the guys. They can go to Disney while you're doing your offshore excursion. Yes, Jackson, you're right, but for the most part, they're all pretty much the same price. But like if you do the nighttime shark fishing, it's a lot cheaper, and you're only out there for like 4 hours. So yeah, it's cheaper. But I'm talking about offshore all day, deep sea fishing, where you're going to go out there and you're going to you have a chance of catching sailfish, marlin. Marlin are doubtful, but they're out there. They are. Like I said earlier, one of my buddies caught a huge sailfish. It was huge. I forget how big it was. It was huge, man. We were all freaking out. Well, what the shit? We're watching reel this thing in, fucking coming out of the water, and we're just like, what the hell, man? It was cool as shit. But yeah, he released it. Got $100 for releasing it. The Florida Wildlife and Game Commission sent him a check for $100 for the release, and it paid for his trip. And he had an experience of a lifetime. Got the pictures to prove it. Then he caught it. Yada yada. It was cool. Awesome day, man. Not all days are gonna be like that. Like I said earlier, we don't want one excursion. We didn't catch shit, or at least I didn't. And it was disappointing. Really disappointing. We still had to pay the fee. Still had to pay it. It's fishing. Yeah, I got to shave my neck. I got this fuzz sitting back here driving me nuts, looking at myself on camera. Kenny Parker, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, it varies. Like if you want to do inshore fishing, they got that. You want to do bottom fishing, there's all different price. But what I'm talking about is the offshore excursion where they take you. I think the minimum is a mile out. Yeah, it's a lot more now. I apologize for saying that. It's an hour cruise. You're looking at 4 to 5 miles out offshore. You won't see land, um, and you're catching big game fish. Man, this is good. We'll share more of this. Should be little bottles of it. Too bad he's not out here. Well, I think he might be at work or something. Malibu, you make a good drink, sir. But yeah, like I said, I know there's going to be more people come back here and watch this video later. And when you do, hey, Larry Smith, you want to, you're interested. I want you to know all the ins and outs. I want you to watch this whole video. If you have any questions or concerns or doubts, reach out to me. I'll fill you in. I'll be totally upfront and honest about it. And you make a decision from that. You know, it is what it is. And if you want to go, let me know. I'll make it happen. I want to make this an annual thing. I think it'd be a blast. Instead of Maggie Valley, let's say September, we go out of Canaveral. You know? Dude, can you imagine every boat in Canaveral going out on an excursion because of us? Moonshine is showing up. We'll pay you moonshine, motherfucker. Mackerel and striper fishing, was always from a wharf or not. Yeah, there's a lot of mackerel out there out of Canaveral, a lot of dolphin. You know, how cool would it be? Hey, that's what we'll do. We'll tip the first mate in moonshine, especially if he's one of those drunks that I was talking about earlier. Well, here, man, motherfucker, here. Give him a jar of moonshine from six different jars of moonshine. Here you go, motherfucker. Here's your tip. Go get drunk again tonight. Make your next customer happy. I'll never forget that, though. Never. I wanted to beat that guy. All of us on that boat wanted to beat that guy's ass. He was so drunk he couldn't do shit. I'll tell you what, if I get another boat and that first mate starts complaining that before we leave the dock, he's complaining that he's already still drunk, get me somebody else. This motherfucker ain't taking me out. He ain't gonna catch no fish. I will make sure of that. I promise you that. No, give me my fucking money back. We're not going out on this boat with this drunk motherfucker. I like getting drunk just as much as anybody else. But I'll tell you what, I'm paying you for a service. Your ass better be doing it. All right, Roy. Absolutely, man. I hope it takes off and we can do it once a year, maybe even more. Who knows? I know when we did it with my employer, we were doing it like 3 times a year. It got to be a big thing. It got to be a big hit. And everybody loved it. So you never know, buddy. Who knows? Maybe I'll kick off and people want to do it 3 or 4 times a year. I'm up for it. I don't know about doing it that many damn times, but hey, I'll help sponsor it. It'd be a good time, man. I always have a good time if I catch or not. Like I said, out of the I think there's 12 or 13 excursions I went out on. Out of all those, there's twice I came home without fish. And then when that happened, the guys that did catch fish divvied up and sent me home with some of their fish. Cinnamon maple syrup flavored shine right now. This one I got's apple brandy, and then I got another one over here that's a blueberry waffle, and then I got another one. These are all Mellow Moose that me. I'm saving the best one for last. What is it? There's some syrup. Oh, he did the blueberry waffle with syrup. That's what it was. I'm about to finish this little sample of oat apple brandy, which is one of my favorites, actually. It should be sipping on the apple brandy itself. From what I understand, he did the apple brandy, then aged it. The age tastes a whole lot better than just a regular white lightning apple brandy. I should say uh, brandy. But yeah, both are good. Just I like the aged a lot better. I gotta do a sample of my age tomorrow. But I gotta pop the bung off the barrel and see what the color looks like. It's been 2 months now. 2 months. Looking forward to doing that. Yes, sir, Reed Bobber. I want to see the difference in the color. The first month there's quite a bit of color in that first month. I was impressed, and I go, damn, it keeps doing that kind of a change each month. Damn. Especially out here, I got it out here in the shed with me where it's hot. So, guys, I hate to do this. I gotta go pee. Do I have some music I could play? That's what I should. I have some music in the background or something. Play some music while I go piss. I'll be right back. Well, that didn't take long. Anyway, Jason Acosta, how you doing, buddy? You get tired of ladies' night and decide to join over here? I'm just playing, buddy. Let's talk about this fishing trip, Jason. Really? I didn't know you were doing an oak aged root beer. Dude, I can't wait to try that. That's something I thought about, but I didn't. For whatever reason, things in my head just kind of went, nah, nah. But you know what? After trying all these different oaks, and dude, I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to see you, Wayne. Be out there, come out and see you and your wife, hang out. I'd like to do a run with you, buddy. I don't care what it is, just as long as we do a run. We'll have my ass off on the floor. Jason Acosta, how you doing, buddy? Yes, sir, Bob. I'm enjoying my weekend, dude. After 8 days straight of 12-hour shifts, man, I'm whooped. I was feeling it today, my first day off. And I was like, holy shit. Oh, it's my root beer? No way. Dude. Oh, shit. Damn. Oh, my God. Hell yeah. Damn. Gotta try that now, right? Is it that 100 proof? It's gotta be. Yeah. In fact, I plan on making some more of that before Maggie Valley. Um, I got a run I'm doing tomorrow. I'm not going to be out here much longer because I want to get started early before it gets hot out here. Man, it gets hot as fuck out here in the shed. Sitting next to this still 210 degrees. Well, that's the highest it gets, but that's the highest I'll let it get. But shit, it'll be 95 outside. It was 98 the other day. And with this still going, it's 110 out here in the shed. So yeah. Brian Key, how you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. Damn. I like seeing all my brothers over here. But anybody wants to come in and talk with me, feel free, jump in. I'll send you a link. Just say so. I'll send you a link. We'll shoot the shit for a little bit. I'm not gonna be on much longer. I said I want to get up early and throw my mash in this bad girl and get it running. I gotta run tomorrow. I gotta do a run tomorrow, and I gotta mash in my new poaching recipe. I got a new recipe for the poaching. Mama B and myself and Brian Key got a competition coming up from Maggie Valley. So, send you a link, Jackson. All right, let's see here. See if I can do this, Jackson. I don't know if I can. Doing good, buddy. Enjoying my day off. It's been a rough week, really rough week. Let me see if I can find you, Jackson. I'll send you a link, buddy. Look, wrong one. Wrong Facebook. Wrong Facebook. Hey, Mark. How you doing, buddy? Mark's a newbie here at Morgan's Moonshine page. Everybody welcome Mark in. Let's see. Let me see if I can send you a link, Jackson. Jackson, are we friends on here, or are we, or are you just part of, tell you more about this competition? Hold on, Wayne. Let me send this link, and I will. Let me see if I can get Jackson. If we're not friends on Facebook, Jackson, I can't do it. But I will try. We should be friends. Okay, hold on. Just give me a second, buddy. My computer's a little slow, so you have to bear with me a little bit. If we're not friends, then I can't, but you just have to. There it is. I just saw it. Where'd it go? There you go. Oh, yeah, there it is. Send you the link here shortly. Okay. Copy. And then, what the hell just happened? Oh, come on. I just had it. There it is. Paste. There you go, Jackson. I just sent you a link. Click on that, and I'll invite you in, and we can chit chat for a little bit. Hey, Randy Bass. Randy's new here, too. Welcome in, guys. Cool. But, wait, so last year at Maggie Valley, Mama B, when she was on Master Distillers, she did a poaching potatoes. And she got second place. And she wanted me to do a review on her poaching and tell her what I thought. And Brian Key was part of that too. He had some potato shine, and his and Mama B, I thought, was better than mine. I was being honest and sincere. And Mama B thought that I was being, I don't know, trying to favor toward her or something. And I wasn't. I was just being honest. What she produced and had was awesome. It was a great potato shine. And so we decided we're going to do a competition this year. Mama B didn't do poaching. She got it, sent me a little sample of it, sent Brian Key a sample of it. It's pretty good. It's tasty. It's not the same as last year's. It's not. And I put last year's up against this year's. This year's is different. It's weird. And Brian will contest this. He thought the same thing. It's got a bite at the front, but the end has got an awesome ending to it and an awesome flavor. So, but anyway, we're having a little competition with the poaching, and I decided to change my recipe up a little bit to be in more competition and to try to do to match with Mama B. What's up, buddy?
Oh, not too much. How about yourself?
I'm doing good, man. Welcome in.
Huh?
I said, welcome in. How you doing? You got something going in the brew or what? Mashing
Oh, I'm
anything
doing
or
pretty. Sorry, there's been a kind of like a echo noise in the background
I
and a
think I
hiccup
might
on
be.
your end.
Do you have? Are you on your phone?
Yeah, I'm doing it on my phone.
Okay, hold on. You're good. You're good. Hold on. Let me fix it. I think I might be able to fix it here. Okay. I think I might be able to fix it. I don't know. I'll try. Edit mic. I don't know if that'll help or not, but I just did a resetting on your mic on my end.
Okay, I can slightly hear you a little better. I just went inside my apartment.
There you go. Yeah, that's better.
Ah, goddamn. There we go.
So you got something
So,
running? You got a mask on, or you got a mask bill? What you got going there?
well, I got a match that I started about 3 weeks ago, but the day that I was starting it, I ended up fucking up my left hand.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and you'll probably get a bit of a laugh out of it because I shot myself accidentally, but I shot myself.
Damn!
Yeah, I don't know how
That's,
well you'll hear it, but
damn!
yeah, and that's the exit wound.
Ay ay ay!
That's the entry wound.
Bitch!
All that, yeah, all that, like you. I know you might not be able to see the entry wound too clearly, but all that extra blackness is the powder burn because my hand was that close to the end of the barrel,
Damn!
and it was my own damn fault because I was I was distracted by like other stuff in my apartment, doing stuff in my apartment. I just wasn't paying close enough attention and went to go reload my gun after showing a friend my 9 millimeter, and it's based on the fact that I loaded it and ended up pulling the trigger, and at the same time didn't realize my hand was in front of the gun. So
God damn!
yeah,
Well,
now I'm
wait.
out. Say
Go ahead.
what?
Go ahead. You're good. Go ahead.
So I'm
I was
trying to hear you, but
I was interrupting you, and I apologize for that. Go ahead.
oh no, you're all good. But yeah, it's like ever and this happened not this past Saturday, but the Saturday previous, and so yeah, I haven't been able to run a batch of shine for the last 2 weekends.
Well, it'll sit. It'll wait for you.
Say what?
It'll sit there. It'll wait for you.
I'm not sure if it's on your end or mine, but like it's almost like there's like static and like there's a delay in what you're saying.
Well, you're in Maine, so there's probably going to be a delay, and so, but I apologize for the delay and the static. I tried to reduce the static and the echo. I think the echo's gone now.
I'm gonna
Can you hear
try.
me?
I'm gonna try something real quick and see if it makes a difference
You
because
can
on my
you can go on your settings and redo the settings on your audio.
I'm gonna try something real quick see if it helps at all.
But Wayne, to answer your question, Wayne, or the comment, you're more than welcome to be in the competition, buddy. I'll just let Mama B and Brian. Brian's in here, so he knows. So yeah, the more the merrier. I think it'd be great. We'll put you in the competition. It's just for fun. It's just for shits and giggles. No winner, chicken dinner kind of thing. Just the winner is the winner.
I'm gonna leave real quick and try re-entering and seeing if that makes a difference.
It happens a lot. Oh, now I'm gone. There, is that better?
Yeah, I can hear you a lot better now.
Okay, all right, cool. All right. Yeah,
I don't know.
A lot of times when you do these lives like that, it depends on the device you're using. And a lot of guys use headsets. Some people use earbuds.
I think that might have been what it was because I had earbuds in initially when I joined. So,
Well, there you go. Yep. Yep, definitely. I hear you a lot better. You're a lot clearer. There's no static, no echo. It's good.
like, I still hear a bit of static in the background, but like I can hear you yourself a lot clearer. So,
Good. Awesome. That's good. We'll just work around the other.
but yeah, a couple weeks, like 2 Saturdays ago, like I accidentally shot myself all because I got careless and wasn't paying attention and reloaded my handgun after I showed my friend, and like I totally spaced on it, and next thing I know the gun goes off, and I wasn't even mad that, like, when I realized I shot myself, I wasn't even mad at that. Like, I was more like irritated with the fact that I wasn't following proper gun handling protocol and safety. And I was like, motherfucker.
Yeah. That's understandable.
So it's like, it's a lesson learned, and, it just goes to show that, got to pay more attention
Yeah.
next time to make sure that doesn't happen.
And we talk about that all the time where when safety comes to concern is we get comfortable with our surroundings and we know what we're doing, and then all of a sudden.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. And like, I still got quite a bit of swelling in my hand, and so it's like, and as it heals, I just gotta work on trying to get mobility back into my hand, because the day, like, during the discharge after I had my surgery, the nurse showed me the X-ray pictures, and apparently other than it being a flesh wound, the only actual damage it did to my hand was just partially shatter the bone going to my index finger. So it's like, yeah. And the round that I went through my hand was a 9mm hollow point.
Ouch. Damn.
But between my hand being so close to the end of the barrel, and like just being so dumbfounded by with the doing something so stupid, I was like, I didn't even realize I had shot myself initially. It wasn't until like almost 5 minutes later that my friend like noticed that there was blood on the floor and that something was dripping from my hand. So like I stopped what I was doing and looked at my hand, and I shit you not, like I was so calm, cool, collective, and I was just looked at my hand and I was like, oh, look at that, I shot myself.
Damn.
But I was like, hey, between my like all the years that I have had exposures to guns, handling guns, unloading, loading guns, shooting guns, like all that stuff. It's like, so it's like, I wasn't phased by it, really. Like, I wasn't scared by it, like, none of that. And so it's like, as soon as I realized I shot myself, it was like I immediately brought my hand up above my heart, tried to find something to wrap it the best I could to help with the bleeding, and try to take care of a few things on my apartment before I called 911 so that, like, when I left, I wouldn't have to worry about anything.
Right.
And I was like, it just dumbfounded so much. Like, it still dumbfounds me so much that it's like, I had that one careless moment. And, like, I still carry a gun. In fact, I have, like, my secondary 9mm on me right now because, like, I know it's not the gun's fault. Like, there's nothing wrong with having guns. It's like, I knew it was my fault. And, it's like, it is what it is. It's just, this goes to show that, when you're doing something like that, inhaling with something that can be so dangerous, that's why they teach you in gun safety training courses, whatever, to be that safe, because stuff like this can happen.
Absolutely. What's up, Richard Henderson? How you doing, buddy?
But yeah, it's like, and for the last week, that's why I haven't been as active on any of the moonshining pages and, or talking to much to you guys, because, like, I've been, trying to recover, take it easy, and just focus on this for the time being.
Absolutely. Wayne, consider yourself in, Wayne. I'll make sure of it. That'd be
Say
great.
what?
I'm commenting on comments as they come in, so I try to follow the comments as well.
Oh, no, you're all good, Mark. But hey, one thing that's helped me deal with the pain, not that I've had much of it, drinking good old moonshine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ugh. And damn, don't it taste good.
What are you sipping on?
That cinnamon maple syrup shine.
Oh, yeah, you said that. That's right.
Yep.
Cool.
And yeah, like the maple syrup, like the sweetness from the maple syrup, counteracts that harshness and that bite that the moonshine has when you distill it. But that cinnamon flavor adds that nice little punch to it.
Yeah. What's the base on your moonshine?
What's the mix?
The base.
So are you asking, like, when I made the batch or when I flavored it?
Yeah, when you did your mash, what was the bill?
It was 3 gallons of maple syrup to 9 gallons of water.
Okay.
And after I distilled it and I mixed all my jars, it came out to 58% alcohol, across it all. But where I added maple syrup to all my jars, it probably dropped it down to probably about 50, probably around 55%.
All right.
I didn't exactly do the mathematical equation on it, but because of how light it is, I could tell the difference. So I figured it only dropped it a few percentages.
Yeah, there's in fact, I'm glad you brought that up because I want to post that on my page there is a mathematical equation you can do as far as figuring out the proof when you do post slavery.
Yeah, no, exactly. And oh no, go ahead. All I was going to do was just add to what you're going to say.
Yeah, it's a mathematical equation. I'll have to put it out there. I have it written down, and that's how I figure out my proofs. Like a lot of people ask me what my root beer is, what my s'mores is. That's how I figure it out. But by what I add to like say I always start off 110 proof. So whatever I add to that, I have to start doing the mathematical equation that I have written down that breaks it down and tells you what the actual proof is with that post flavor.
Yeah.
Like my root beer and the s'mores is 40 proof.
You said 40 proof?
Yeah, so it's actually 20% alcohol and it's 40 proof. Right.
Yeah. Yeah, because yeah, to to figure out what proof you want to get your shine at after distilling, I think it's multiply the like the quantity of shine you collected, times it by the I think it's the was it quantity of water, and then divide the quantity of water by 2. I think something like that. It's been a while since I've looked at it.
Yeah, same here. That's why I say I have to go get my notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Because I in one of my many books I have, because I got like of all the books I have, because it spans between making wine, making mead, making beer, and making liquor. I've got like at least 1 or 2 of those books has that equation that you would need to use to figure out, how much water you would need to use to drop your proof to, based on whatever proof you want to get your shine to. So it's like, but with me, it's like,
Yep.
I'm
With that being said, Jackson, you have to be careful with that because it can be misleading because I've done it by that equation and I missed it by a little bit. So you want to, by doing that equation, that's great. Don't get me wrong, you're right. But you want to get, if you're doing your measurements, you want to get close to that by lessening it. Not be exact and not going over, you want to lessen it. So say if it says add a gallon of water to this to get certain proof, do 3/4 gallons first. That's all I'm saying, because it can be misleading, mainly because of your altitude and your temperature.
Yeah, no, and that's the other interesting thing too, because it's like just because you may be someone that I don't mean you specifically, but just because someone's whether you're a newbie or someone that's a veteran in making moonshine, is just because you may get gotten used to making shine in your particular area and knowing how much water you use, all that stuff, and understanding the temperature and atmospheric pressure in the area. That doesn't mean that that's going to be the same way you can do it when you move to another area. Kind of like how Fred Knott moved from what was it, Montana down to Kentucky. It's now he's going to spend he's going to spend his first few runs probably trying to figure out where
you're absolutely right.
The difference, because not that he can't, because he's incredibly smart and incredibly intelligent, and so it won't take him much, but there's still going to be that, because there's that difference. It's still going to take him a little bit to make his adjustments. Whereas me, it'll take me a lot more because I'm not as experienced, but because I have enough understanding and having that to my advantage, I know that I would be able to, do it.
No, you're right. We've talked about that several times here, and like with Alfredo, he talked about when he was on the show, Master Distillers. He got used to reading the beans, the frog eyes, where he's at in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. He went up there to Pigeon Forge. The beans, what he's reading it the way he's used to, but it was different.
Yeah.
He thought it was higher than what it was, and he's at a higher elevation, so it's actually lower than what he thought it was. He thought he was turning in a higher proof than it actually was, and he ended up being spot on.
Yeah. Because I know I've mentioned in his live streams where when I go to do my runs, my temperature's at about between 190 and 205 degrees Fahrenheit. But that's because of the state I'm in, but not just because of the state I'm in, where I am in my state.
Right.
So that puts me in a lot different elevation. And so it's like, you know, I got to factor that, and being on the, you know, being a coastal state, whereas, where he's like more inland, and like, but now being in Kentucky, he's probably like maybe a little lower elevation than I am at. So like, he could probably, with his runs, he could probably get like be closer to that 175 degrees than the 200 degrees.
Right.
And it would probably not take him as long either. Like, it's a possibility. Like, I wouldn't know, only he could answer that question, but you know,
Right.
But with that understanding, it's like, you know, it's logical and it makes sense. And I know that with like you being down in Florida, you know, you're a coastal state, and like that, and it being you dealing with all that humidity, so it's like you got to compensate for that. So it's like you may as well be someone that, you know, runs at probably about 200 degrees as well.
Right. I'll run it to where it says 210, but what you're saying, like, I just want to emphasize on what you're saying. My 210 is going to be 205 for you. So,
Yeah.
Trying to simplify what you're saying, it's different because, like, when you get a recipe or something you're going to cook, for example, on a stove, it tells you X amount of temperature and X amount of time. It's going to be different at a higher elevation.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. There was, of all the runs I've done in the last what was it? Yeah, the last 2 years, I've only had one batch, and it was a brandy batch where it started dripping at about 150 degrees Fahrenheit, and it only took me like,
That's a lot of methanol, but you're going to get that from a brandy. You're going to get a lot more methanol from fruit than you will do a grain mash.
Yeah, I know, absolutely. But it's like when that happened, I was you know, baffled by it because like it was my first like actual brandy batch that I did. So I was like, when it started dripping at like 145, 155 degrees Fahrenheit, I was like, that doesn't seem right. But at the same time, it's like, I'm not going to crank off the heat or stop it. I was like, I just let it do its thing. Figured it was like, okay, maybe, you know, that's just how it is with this particular brandy batch that I did. And, and of course, and I was tasting the jars. Sorry, go ahead.
What was the fruit?
What was the fruit?
No, the fruit. What fruit?
Oh, what brandy? It was a blueberry. It was a blueberry brandy batch that I did. I had used 30 pounds of blueberries, added 60 ounces of orange juice concentrate to it, along with the juice and zest of one lemon, and probably about 8 ounces worth of cinnamon sticks.
So you added those. You added the citrus to get a higher pH, or why? Why did you add the citrus?
Say what?
Why did you add the citrus to your blueberry? For the flavor, or was it to get the pH right, or what was that?
I only added those just more for the flavor aspect. Because at that time I didn't even know about like the pH aspect of it and how pH affected it.
Dude, I went years before I knew about pH. Dude, I went years before I knew about this shit.
But I added the orange juice. Like, it was 60 ounces worth of concentrated orange juice and the juice of one lemon and the zest from the one lemon, because and the only reason why I did that was just to add that little bit of like citrus twist,
Right.
maybe
right.
like back flavor taste on the blueberry brandy.
Nothing wrong with that. I like it. I like the way you're thinking. That's cool.
Yeah. Oh, dude, like it came out so good. Like I was like I wasn't like with how good it came out. I was not expecting it to come out that good. Like when you opened up the jar, like you could smell it that there was a subtle blueberry smell to it, and there was a subtle blueberry taste as well. Like it wasn't as strong as I was hoping for, but like it was the blueberry taste came through enough that like you knew it was there.
Cool.
Um,
You want to
So-
do a shout out real quick? Carol Hunter joined us. Hey, Carol, thanks for coming in. David Dance, hey, buddy, just out here having a few shots and talking about moonshine. And
Say what?
Mark Morgan, my shadow's here, so he's calling shots. Let's do shots.
Say what? Oh, we're doing shots.
Yeah, we're doing shots. Mark Morgan is my shadow. He's out in Virginia. He's
Yeah.
another Mark Morgan. Been
Well-
following me for quite some time, and he's always calling shots. So we're doing shots.
Well, I'll do a swig because I got that pollen for it.
In fact, while you're talking about lemon and citrus, I should be doing shots of this. That Mellow Moon sent me some Limoncello. This shit's off the chain, man.
Whose stuff is?
This is Mellow Moon.
Oh, Mel Moon. I don't think I've gotten quite acquainted with him yet.
He's mostly on TikTok.
Yeah, I only do Facebook, so
Yeah, you'll see him. He comes in here. I'll introduce you. Got a strong lemon on the nose, man. This stuff is awesome. I love this. I got to get this recipe. This is awesome.
like I'm always down to get recipes from any of you guys. It's like anything that like
Man,
I can get and learn in that aspect. Like I know it'll definitely help my understanding and expand my knowledge on like the moonshining world and like how different ingredients interact with each other and how they make a difference in like the flavor profile, the smell profile, like all that stuff. Cause like the biggest thing I've ever really heard was like that makes a difference. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but it's like, it's always, oh yeah, yeast makes a difference. It affects the flavor. It affects the smell, this and that. And why, and some people saying they don't like using certain yeast or they outright hate it, but it's like, okay, that's understandable then. And that's fine. It's like, everyone, has their preference, but it's like, what about the actual ingredients themselves in terms of like what brand of sugar, what type of sugar, like what about the grains? And like,
absolutely. It
stuff.
all makes a big difference. Every bit of it. And you know what? I've been saying this for years about the yeast. I've been mainly because I learned it from experience. And
Yeah.
I see guys pitching yeast. When they pitch yeast, you'll see them. They do their videos. They show you they're pitching yeast. Dude, they fucking throw that shit on there. I mean, it's like, oh my God. For me, it freaks me out. I only add
Yeah.
a tablespoon per gallon. That's it.
oh yeah, it's like, it's like I remember,
For
I
me,
remember what. Oh,
less
sorry, go
yeast-
ahead.
the least yeast I use, the better. It takes longer, but I don't get that yeast taste ever. I don't not like these guys, but I always taste that yeast, and I hate that. I
Yeah,
want to taste that yeast in my bread, not my fucking shine.
yeah, right. It's like you don't want to drink the bread, you want to eat the bread,
Nah,
and you want to drink the shine. But
yeah, there's learning curves to all of it, like you're saying, Jackson, and there's different yeast too. If you're doing a brandy, you want to do an EC 1118. Doing wines or whatever. There's all kinds of different yeast for different kinds of mashes. And when I first started, the first 5 years, I used Fleshman's bread yeast for the first 5 years. Dude, that's all I ever used. They worked great.
yeah, But yeah, it's like it's like I use that Firm Fast brand 40-hour turbo use, and um Missy, get out of my way. Either go out or go in.
You
Either.
know,
But yeah, no, is I use that 40-hour Firm Fast like 40-hour turbo yeast. And like I've never had an issue. I've never noticed a yeast taste in any of my shines. But it's like but like I don't know, like I know it's because that's the only yeast that I've ever used, which that could be why I've never noticed it. But at the same time, it's like you got to think it's like a where are you in the country? And not only where are you in the country, like where are you in a relation too? It's like, are you more sea level? Are you more in the mountains? Are you in the valleys? Like and I'm also considering like, and when I hear people talk about, it's like, oh yeah, I don't like using certain yeast because it gives it that yeast flavor.
Well,
it's like, well, like I'm thinking, it's like, how much are you fucking using? It's like to
actually,
get that taste.
the bottom line comes down to this, Jackson. We're talking about elevation, parts of the country, humidity, all that. Bottom line
Yeah.
comes down to your taste preference. It comes down to you, what you prefer, what you like.
Yeah, no.
At the end of the day, you're the one drinking it, you know. So, that being said, you're
Well,
talking about turbo yeast. When I first started, I bought some turbo. I
yeah.
bought it. I started to use it. I heard a lot of bad reviews about turbo. So I was like, maybe I don't want to use it. I never used it. Here lately, I've been hearing all this stuff, what turbo is. So I'm like, well, fuck, it ain't as bad as what people are saying. I still haven't used it. But
Yeah.
all it is nutrients to add to the yeast to get it to cook faster.
Yeah. And it's like, well, it's
But
like,
I've always had this reputation, or not reputation, but I've always had this mindset of low and slow. If the ferment's slow, okay, all the better. For me personally, that's the way it's worked for me. That's why I do it that way.
yeah. And it's like, well, it's like, and of course, like these thoughts I get and these questions, like I get in my head, it's like, it's never to, bash or belittle or look down on anyone, because it's like, it's like, that's awesome. It's like when you find something that works for you and it helps with the flavor or whatever you're doing, it's like, that's awesome, brother. It's like, stick with that, run with that as long as you can, like run with that forever. It's like, that's awesome. It's like, so it's like, you know, for me, it's like, it gets me thinking, like it forces me to think, it forces me to try to understand, but it's like, and try to figure out why. It's like, because it's like, but at the same time, it's like, okay, it's like, does that mean that this particular product is, actually bad to use or not right to use? So it's like, because it's like, because, and like we all know in this community, it's like everyone has their preference, their taste, what they like and love and enjoy, and all that stuff. And sometimes we share that, the overlapping of shared taste and whatnot. But it's
Right.
like, that doesn't make one thing worse than the other. So, but it's like, it still makes me curious. Like, what about it is like, but at the same time, it's like, where I look at it is like, how much are you actually using? But I know that is a question that can be hard to answer because everyone makes a
Sure.
different size
Yeah.
batch. Like I do like 10 to 12 gallon batches, my 13 pot still. And I've seen you guys post where like y'all making like 55, like 40 to 55 gallon batches. So it's like, okay, I know they're going to need more yeast, but it's like, just how much yeast are you guys
Well,
using?
And
And I
that's
know
why
that's a preference.
that's why I use the rule of thumb of 1 tablespoon per 5 gallons. That's whether I'm doing a 50-gallon mash, then I know I use 5, 10, or I use 10 tablespoons.
You said 5 to 10 ounces worth of yeast?
I use 5 tablespoons of
Oh, 5
yeast
tablespoons. Yeah,
per 5 gallons.
per 5 gallons. Yeah, no, yeah, that seems about accurate. Yeah.
I want to reach back to the comments before they get ahead of me. Um, let's see. Mark Morgan says summer here. Basically, I need few more post flavor to do. Yeah, all right. Jason Acosta, I recently did my first post flavor shine, blackberry honey shine. Ooh, dude, I love my blackberry. Oh my god. Hey, and if Wayne, if you're still here, we also have a blackberry competition going on at Maggie Valley. So if you're there, Wayne, I got a blackberry. um, then he says I like Daddy and EC 1116 from Brandy. Yeah, that's me. I do the same thing there, Mark Morgan. Plus, East grows and produces more. Yep. Alma Brown's in the house. Welcome in, Alma. Good to see you, sweetheart. And then my shadow says, I tried Yellow Label one time because everyone said basically you could mash with and don't to convert. Yes, it did work, but was hot to me with hardly no flavor. Just saying. Oh, shit, I lost Jackson. Well, just as well. I'm about to get off here, y'all. Scott Robinson, hey, thanks for coming in. Oh, he's back. Cool. All right, there you are, Jackson.
Yeah, sorry about that. Like I was trying to go into the comments to try to see some of the comments you were reading, but for some reason it fucking kicked me out there for a second.
You're all right, buddy. You're good.
Hey, Lisa.
Shadow, I haven't tried the yellow yeast. I've heard a lot about it. A lot of guys rave about it. I haven't tried anything, mainly because I'm old school and I know what I like and I know what I do. If there's something that, if I'm doing a mash bill and somebody says, hey, I tried this mash bill with this yeast and it made it so much better, then I'll probably try it. But until then, I'm going to stick with what I know and keep me doing that. But until then, okay, I haven't done a lot of grain mash bills, but if Yellow Label works good with them, then maybe I'll try it. I don't know.
Yeah. Like me, I've mostly just done sugar washes. Well, doing a rum is basically a sugar wash anyways, if you think about it. And I've done
Moonshine Shua, who's the master guru of all moonshine, in my opinion. He says the same thing. If you're running a sugar wash, you're running it wrong. Something I pointed out to Richard Henderson, who reached out to me about my potato shine, and I pointed out to him, it's probably one of the reasons I do my potatoes as much as I do is the potatoes do their own conversion.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they do. They convert themselves. So you can just let a potato sit. It's converted. It's doing its conversion. Seriously, I'm serious. It really does. But I still add my amylase just because. And before I added my amylase, my mash bills would take three weeks to ferment because I had so little yeast, right?
Yeah.
But once I started add the amylase, now it takes 2 weeks. So there you go.
I've never done much grain based mashes myself either. So like it's not that I like so I've never really had much, need or used in using amylase. But I know that the more I start like diving into that, aspect of moonshining, like in grain, I'll eventually start using it, see how it works, see how it affects the mash, seeing if it works for me, and so on. I won't be able to do it anytime soon because of my hand, where I'm down on one hand, but 19 pounds of rolled oats sitting in the freezer right now, and I have 8 pounds of fresh that I want to use this year and see how that turns out in terms of making like those kind of like grain whiskeys, because like I really want to like have experience and have that backing, understanding, knowledge in whiskey making, because where whiskey is such a like international drunk liquor. So it's
Right.
like I want to I want to expand my knowledge in that. Because you can't go anywhere without seeing like a bottle of whiskey somewhere, whether it's
Right.
like your neighbor's house to your local gas station, convenience store to a grocery store to the liquor store. Or bars. It's like whiskey's everywhere. So it's like it's like, and that's like that was one of the things that really intrigued me in wanting to make moonshine. It's like whiskey being the predominant liquor, the predominant world controlled or world dominated, consumed drink. So it's like, okay, it's like, why not try to learn that, understand that, like experiment
Sure.
and it's like seeing like how each type of grain affects the flavor and see which ones like why they're so predominantly used. Like I know corn's predominantly used, but like what about the other grains? It's like could that have an advantage of its own? And then there's brandy.
And I know I speak for everybody when I say this. We all think about, okay, what's the next thing nobody's ever done? You know,
Mhm.
what can I do that nobody else has done?
Exactly.
So yeah, you're spot on. I want to go back to the comments again. Um, uh, Frank Hanley says I still have about 10 tabs left on the keg. Still, if anyone is interested, Frank is doing a raffle, and he's raffling off of a still that he has. It's an awesome still. It's a keg still, and it's $10. I think is that right, Frank? It's $10 for an entry. And I posted on Morgan's Moonshine Group several times. So if you just scroll through Morgan's and Frank, if you want to post it again, feel free. I'll make sure it gets through. What's up, Frank Nutt? Frank Nutt's in the house.
Hey,
Also,
Frank.
Margie Robinson's in the house. Hey, Margie, thanks for coming in. And Mark Morgan also says, okay, so yeah, it is $10 an entry. He's got 10 entries left. So if you want to get in on the raffle, make sure you scroll down and find that. And Frank, if you will, go ahead and post that. I'll go ahead and submit it. And we'll try to get this thing auctioned off for you, buddy, or raffled off, I should say. And $10 entry could get you really nice still. I've checked it out. It's pretty sweet setup he's got going. Okay,
Yeah,
Frank. Yeah, definitely send that over to me, Frank, in the morning, and I'll make sure I repost it to make sure it's on my page. Post it as often as you like, Frank. I want to get this done for you, buddy. It's been an ongoing thing. It should have been a done deal already, but Mark Morgan says if you do a corn amylase, will really help. Even if you use malted barley, it still helps. I totally agree. Totally agree with that. Afraid not. Just be a text. All right, Fred. Hold on a second, buddy. Let me see where you're at. Let me get Fred up in here.
Something
Yeah,
something that I wouldn't mind doing at some point, like do a like non live streaming is do like a Facebook Messenger kind of video chat with you and Fred Knott and a couple other guys where like we can just like whether we're like we're in the middle of doing a run or whether it's we're putting a batch together, whatever the case we're doing, but like doing
last month I did Scully Shine was doing a run and I was doing a run, and we both FaceTimed each other at the same time. We were both doing runs. It was awesome, man. We had a good time. We were talking about the cuts and when we were doing this, what our temperature was, how long we were into the run, how many quarts we had off. All that. It was pretty good. It was awesome. We both enjoyed it.
Yeah, and like and that's the kind of stuff I was going to get at. Is like it's like do a like Facebook Messenger like group chat where it's like where we can just like kind of do what you guys do through Facebook, but just do it like through friends where it's like we can like just whether it's once a month, once a week, whatever the case may be, and like
I
just
like that idea.
do
I
a
like
group.
that idea, Jackson. Hey,
Huh?
what you got?
We just isolate and they get rusty by the time we're done with it. This thing wet, they want to know.
Dude, you're all muffled and shit, Fred.
So I couldn't even hear you, Fred.
I go inside.
There, maybe I helped it. Try say something, Fred.
Can you hear me now?
It's better. It's better. Hey,
So we
I'm gonna
like
run
to feel
it
for
off
the
to
once
me.
a week. We like to leave them wet and rusty. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna run to the house for a second. I'll be right back. You guys keep
All right, bro.
everybody
I got
safe.
you. I got this. I got this.
But yeah,
What's up, man, Shiner?
God, my connection at my apartment is so goddamn horrible. I fucking hate it. Like, I feel like I should get like a box or something because
Just click your
There's-
pinky and stick it in your phone port.
Huh?
Lick your pinky and stick it in the phone port.
I might have to leave the chat and just like watch at this point because like the connection that I get in my apartment whenever I because this is the second time that's happened where I joined a live stream at my apartment and the connection is so goddamn horrible. Like I want to fucking break my goddamn phone over it.
Play it, and it's a router. It's your Wi-Fi. It's the phone. Your phone is the server.
I'm gonna try something real quick.
What's up, everybody? I don't know how many people are watching, but what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Mark Morgan Show.
So what the hell are you doing up so late, Fred?
It's my Friday, baby. I got my backpack packed and the boots on tight. I hope I don't get in a fight. Back to work. I'm back to work.
You're still all muffled, man. What the fuck's going on in your mic?
It might be my mustache. I need to tune it.
That might be it. I don't know.
It's muffling my music and my sound.
Hey, man, I got some. Dude, how come you come in here twice?
Hey, damn, it's gonna echo. Get each other and move the stage. Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you? Tanner? Yeah, there you go. Hello.
Let me try and set. Let me fix your mic. Hold on. I'm going to edit your mic, Fred.
Gotta do that to me, man.
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't
perfect.
even do nothing.
It's perfect now.
Me and you.
Hey, I'm not going to mute you, man. Uh-oh, we lost. What the fuck? We lost
That's
the
why I
whole
said me and you. Hey, look at this, Mark.
What you got there, buddy?
This is my own Crown Royal, aged in a barrel.
Nice.
Look at how beautiful it is, right?
That's awesome. Dude, I just did a draw. I did a whiskey thief draw out of my barrel today.
I know. I tried to jump on. I wanted to put the money on it. Who won?
Huh?
Did you do a drawing, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
Wrong kind of draw. I used a whiskey thief to draw out of my barrel.
What'd you get?
It's darker.
Darker?
Dude, it's starting to get that oak smell to it. Oh,
Dark
yeah.
like this? Or
Not that dark.
dark
It's
like this? Which one is it?
neither one of those.
Okay. You got any comments?
Yeah, let's see. When does the drawing end? As soon as we got enough draw or entries.
And
Mark,
see, this is the drawing I'm talking about.
yeah, he's doing a draw. Yeah, I'm
Who?
sorry. We're both talking about two different things.
Who?
Um,
Who's doing the drawing? You?
Right.
You drawing? You
No,
drawing a
Frank,
picture on paper with crayons?
dude, shut the fuck up for a minute. No, I'm not Lisa Day. I don't draw with crayons. I love that girl, by the way.
Me too.
No, Frank Hanley's got that. He's auctioning off or raffling off that still, but he's got to sell tickets yet. He's got 10 left. And somebody was asking when his draw. Well, after all the tickets have been bought. After I sell the last 10 tabs, it's a tip board.
Can you share that link?
Jackson Alexander, who just left, says my connection is too bad at my apartment. LOL. Hey,
Yeah.
Frank Nuts.
What's up, everybody?
Hey,
So
Frank
can you share
Nuts.
that link?
I call him Frank Nuts.
Some people call me Fraud Knot.
Fraud nut. Does that mean you're not a fraud?
That's right. You know what I say to all these fuckers? Anyway, can you share that link of the auction or the tickets or whatever?
Yeah,
we
that's
can.
what I was telling Frank earlier is to make sure he shares that on my page and I'll share it. Share it on Frank Nuts too.
Shit, Mark, you should share this live on the collective, bro. Like right now.
I don't know how, dude. I'm fucking stupid. I don't know how.
So, are you on your phone and your laptop?
Yeah.
Okay, so on your phone there should be a comment button. Right next to the comment button is an arrow. Click on that arrow. It'll say
No,
share.
I don't have an arrow. All I have is a thumb and a heart.
Really?
Yeah.
You got an iPhone?
No.
What the? Okay.
I'm serious. It says write a comment and it shows a thumb and a heart. That's it.
But not to the right of it, to the left of it. Looks like an arrow.
Well, fuck. I got a comment from you.
You're welcome.
Oh, there's the arrow. Okay.
So if you click on that arrow, you can share up to 10 groups at a time.
It's not letting me. I click it. Oh, there it goes. Wait, look. No, it says write a comment. I don't want to write a comment.
What the?
Yeah, dude. That's why I always had Cassie involved in all this shit, man, because I can't figure this shit out.
Well, it should be easier than that, but I think that there's something wrong with the way Cassie set up that Mark Morgan's page because
I set up the page.
I know you did, but then she tweaked it a little bit, right?
She probably did, yeah.
And she
That's
was
got nothing to do with me, so I don't know what the fuck.
So are you streaming to her or yours and Princess?
I'm just streaming to Morgan's Moonshine page and YouTube.
And YouTube. Oh, check this out. I got a strike from YouTube last Tuesday.
No,
Because
what? What
we
did
were
you do?
talking about,
Everybody
I guess we were talking about medicine and the
Oh,
wrong ways to use it.
you
Right?
dumbass.
We make fucking moonshine, bro. Like, we're not even talking about medicine.
You know. Damn, hey, dude. Do you know Mellow Moon?
Yeah.
Dude,
I got his sticker.
shit. He sent me some of this lemon cello. Oh my god. This shit is off the chain.
Fuck you and your goddamn fucking, what is it called? Not YouTube, TikTok. You're doing good on TikTok, bro. Keep doing it. Keep telling that shit, bro.
Dude, I met so many people on TikTok, man. I love TikTok.
Yeah, me too. I just been slacking off so much because I've been working. But
Here,
on that note,
I haven't rang the bell all fucking night.
here, I will drink with you, bro. Hell yeah.
That lemon is off the chain. Oh my
That
god.
fucking Crown Royal is off the chain too. Yes, sir.
Dude. Well, he sent me 5 little bottles. I've gone through all of them, but a little bit of this left.
You know those little bottles are expensive. Those fucking things are like $4 a piece.
Hey, dude. Okay, a long time ago, when it was me and Roger, I had Erica Unruh, who was on Master Distillers. She came on my live, and she sent me these samples of these little bottles. I loved them. I was like, man, I love these fucking bottles. Where'd you get them? She sent me the link. I ordered them. This dumbass ordered 300 of them.
Damn, I bet you that was like fucking $600, huh?
Yeah, it was like, yeah, it was 400 something. So I ended up selling 100 of them to Tracy Harmon.
Yeah. And you walk up to your house and see a box that's fucking palletized, 4x4 square, height and width.
I had these
You're like,
three huge boxes. Each box had 100 of them in it. I had 300 of them.
well, it's not
I
a bad thing.
still got 100 of them left.
Let's call it China's insurance, right? Well, don't make sure you don't get him hired. That my bad.
Hey, David Dance, I saw you come in, buddy. I didn't give you the recognition for coming in. Thanks for coming in, David Dance.
You
Later
guys
on,
missed it. You missed it earlier, Mark. I had to run a crackhead out of the fucking backyard.
you had to run what?
Crackhead.
A what?
Crackhead.
Oh, crackhead.
A crackhead.
Well, you know, I've had to do that a couple times while I lived in Jacksonville.
Little boy Kentucky.
Me and the guy I was living with, we were sitting out there. We're getting ready to go on a fishing trip. Well, 4 o'clock in the morning. We're out there getting ready, load up our fishing gear. This fucking crackhead come up, freaking out. Man, he's twicking bad. Man, you guys got a cell phone? I got emergency. I got to call 911. Can I use one of you guys' cell phone? What's your emergency? Man, I got these guys chasing me. I said, okay, I'll dial 911 for you. No, I need your phone. No, I'll dial it for you. Never mind. He took off running. He wanted to steal my phone, man. Fuck you. Get out of here.
Okay, so tonight, can you hear me, Mark?
Yeah.
All right, so tonight I came outside to let my dog out and smoke a cigarette, and I hear next door, and I'm like, wait, that's new. That's something new, right? So I walk over behind my cargo trailer, and I'm like, there's somebody in the yard next to me, and he's like, ooh, yes. Well, before that, a cat showed up at my house. He was in my house, cat, and I noticed the cat, and I was like, chase it off, right? So I got a cup of water and wet that pussy, get him the fuck out of my yard. Got my dog on it, right? And my dog was like, woo, right? This dog right here, yeah, that one. He's gonna look for that cat right now. But anyway, so there was a crackhead in the yard next door, and I said, "Is that your cat?" And he goes, "Well, yes, that's my cat." And I was like, "So there is somebody next door, huh?" He's like, "Yeah, there is." I was like, "You need to get the fuck out of that yard right now, dude, because this is not happening, dude. It's a vacant home, but not for vacant occupants. You know what I mean?"
Right.
And he was like, "I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, sir." And I was standing, like, I was talking to Slack time on live, right? And I was standing next to my cargo trailer, and the only thing you could see is my lit up face, right? And me talking shit to the guy next door. In the end, I gave him a cigarette, and I made sure they got out, and I gave him a sandwich, you know, and told him that the house next door is not where you live, and I'm sorry you're homeless, but you gotta go. You know, gotta go.
Gotta go, bro. Hey, Drummond son, I'll be more than happy to swap fishing stories with you anytime, brother. Anytime.
What's up, Drummond son?
He's over on YouTube, so just to make that clear, you might not see him in the comments. He's on
Well,
YouTube.
if you click on the comments, I can see it.
Well, goddamn it, okay. I guess I could, couldn't I?
See, I can see that. What's up, Drummond son?
Damn, this lemon solo. God damn.
Good, huh? Makes you change your want to change your mind and make some different stuff, huh?
Oh yeah, big time. I told him, dude, you got to give me this recipe, man.
I had a key lime pie one time from a guy in Colorado. Oh my, dude, I completely drank it before I got off work, and he showed up at a job site because I was working in a restaurant. So I was like, "Hey, park here for a minute, and I'll come meet you." And went and met him, and he gave me key lime pie and everything, and I was like, "Oh, dude, this is good as fuck."
Yeah, I hear you. Methyl cans. We have methyl cans. Oh, I guess I can't click on that one, damn it.
Yeah, you could. Well, not if your phone. I
No,
guess.
I can't. No, damn it. Sorry. From on my page, Frank Hanley says we have meth cans. Hmm. That was the last of that lemon. Damn it. That's good and tasty. God damn, I love that.
Yes, yes.
So how you doing, buddy? You settling in? You got things going on? What's up?
Oh, I'm good, bro. I like my new house. I love my new place. It's scary a little bit because I live in downtown Louisville, but
All right,
I'm handling it well, you know.
cool, cool. I envy you, man. I think about it every day. How I just want to fucking sell this place and just up and move.
The house next door to me is for sale, Mark.
No, I'm not moving there.
Well, it's brand new. Everything's brand new. Siding and everything, plumbing and everything's brand new. HVAC, backyard, the fucking concrete, steps, everything's brand new.
I want to move to the woods, man, where there's nobody around me. I just want to be solitude, just me.
So there's places in Kentucky that are for sale for cheap.
Oh, I've already looked at them. What Roger and I were together, and we were doing lives and shit together and podcasts together. I was looking at places in Kentucky, and yeah, I know all about them. But I think I want to move closer to family, where I want to be in Tennessee.
Tennessee. Okay. Uh,
My brother
well,
he
I
just
could.
bought over 100 acres out in Tennessee, south of Jackson, and I think I want to move there.
Cool.
Yeah, he's got a nice place out there. Dude, he's been out there. He sent me pictures of him beaver trapping. He caught a 50-pound beaver, man. This fucking thing is huge.
God damn, she got some fat poon.
Oh my God, dude. I couldn't believe he sent me a picture. I was like, God damn it. The guy that's teaching him how to trap said that's the biggest beaver he'd ever seen.
That's cool. That's cool as fuck. We used to do that in Wyoming a lot.
Yeah, that's the kind of life I want to be in, man. I just want to be out there doing my thing, growing my own shit, doing my thing, man.
Yep, yep, yep. I agree.
I want to get away from people. You know, I love people, but at the same time, I hate them.
Yeah, it's a finicky line, right?
It's all good. So I
Wish
came
I had
on here
some
initially
fucking-
afraid
I wish
to
I had some bud. I wish I had some fucking bud.
I came on here initially talking about this. I was on a podcast, on my podcast about 3 weeks ago. We all started talking about a fishing trip.
No, you weren't. Never.
3 weeks ago, we were.
I know. That's why I say a rebuttal, right?
And so I wanted to come on and I commented on it, and I wanted to get people's opinions and whatnot, and I wanted to get some feedback on it. So that's why I initially came on here.
Bro, I would go to a fishing trip with you. Like, if you have a charter boat, I got money to throw in on it. I promise you that. You hear me?
Dude, yeah, I heard you.
Okay.
Dude, I've been on a lot of deep sea offshore, and a lot of people reached out to me about doing it. So I'm all for it. I put it out there. Only serious inquiries, because it is serious. And I've got burned twice. I was in, I orchestrated and developed the whole thing several times, and there's 2 times I got burned, and I had to pay the difference. And I'm not going to do that again. So
No, make them pay their own ticket.
yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
The money's going to be up front. The money's going to be up front. It's not going to be the day of, because I got burned
I'm
twice.
down now. You talk about fishing on a boat, I'm down, dude. I'm like, I'm going. Yeah.
Cool. I want to
I'm
make it
going.
a yearly. I want to make it a yearly event, man. I think it'd be badass.
I bet you my mom and my brother and sister would come.
That'd be awesome, man.
Fucking A.
I want to do a yearly thing, man. Just instead of a moonshine festival, we'll do a moonshine fishing trip.
Are we fishing for Masons or are we fishing for Marlin?
Marvin,
Both.
grouper.
Oh, dude. I would love to haul up a 500-pound
Oh
grouper.
God, dude.
2.5 hours, 3 maybe.
Oh my God.
Ranking.
Dude.
And fucking counteracting the boat, dude.
Hey,
Oh, dude, yeah. Strap me in, bro. Like,
biggest
give me a
fish I
pole.
caught. When
I
I was,
got this shit.
when I was the biggest fish I caught offshore was a 40-pound cobia. And dude, it was all I could do. It was all I could do by myself. And I want to emphasize this to everybody. Anybody that goes, if you feel too tired, it's too much, don't hesitate to hand it off to somebody else to help you out.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
serious. It's not worth losing it, or, dude, I'm telling you,
Yes.
there's no shame in that, because I'll tell you what, it was all I could do.
So, one of the funniest fishing stories I've ever seen in my life and actually witnessed, and I'm going to tell you the guys this, though. We were at the North Platte River in Wyoming, and it's above full, 7 feet. So it's 42,000 gallons a minute flowing in front of you, right? With weeds and trees and catfish and walleye and suckers and carp, right? So we went out there and fished. And my uncle, at 2:30 in the morning, he says, "Oh fuck!" And I see him stand up at his whole 100-pound twig self, and he's like, "Oh fuck!" with his 13-foot pole. He's like, "Oh fuck! Oh fuck!" Starts moving to the bank, right? And I'm like, "Oh shit!" So I'm getting out of my tent, all fucking bushy-eyed and drunk as chill, and grab my uncle. I'm like, "What's wrong?" And he's like, "I think there's a fish, but I think I have a snack too." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He says, "It said." So I grab my uncle, and he starts reeling his pole. He's all, "Thank you for holding on to me." And he's wobbling back and forth with his old Vietnam veteran self. And he reeled in a fucking 42-pound catfish
Damn.
with 15 twigs above it. A 13-foot pole with 28-pound fucking monofill. Reel
Damn.
it in. Let me hold on to him. Made him sit on my lap and hold on to him. You know? That was, and he oh my God, I miss that guy so much.
It's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, yeah.
That catfish has the head of a basketball, dude.
I'm sure.
Fillets of 4 pounds a piece. Oh, yeah.
Man, I grew up in Missouri. We used to go down to the Lake of the Ozarks at the dam. And there's guys out there that are fishing and pulling fish bigger than they were. And there was divers that would go down diving around the dam. And they would come out of there white as ghost saying, "This fucking catfish down there that would swallow me whole."
Wow.
I
So
was
you
like,
need bigger bait, bigger hooks, and bigger fill. You know?
oh my God, you need a fucking
Wow.
dump truck to pull that motherfucker, or tow truck to pull that motherfucker in. Damn.
Yes, sir. I'm going to get off here, Mark.
Yeah, I am too. Thanks for coming in, Frank. Good seeing you, buddy.
I love you, bro.
Yeah, I'll be on probably Saturday, or I don't know. I'll definitely be on the shit show Friday tomorrow night. So
Yeah. Yep.
I should have been to bed a long time ago. I got a lot of legal stuff to do tomorrow. So
Damn.
and here I am getting drunk, being stupid. You know.
Yeah. It is what it is, right?
Yep, it is what it is. All right,
We'll see
buddy.
you next time, bro.
Shine on, brother. Hey, Jackson. No, I if I move, it's not gonna be that far north, Jackson. There ain't no way I'm going that far north, buddy. Yeah, good seeing you, Jackson. Thanks for coming on, buddy. Sorry it didn't work out. I'm glad you came on for the time you did. It's been awesome. Again, about the fishing trip, reach out to me. Hopefully, you make this happen. It'll be a great time. Seriously. Shine on. Yep. Good night. Uncle Moonshine, shining off for now.